I do that.
Okay, and we are live. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Slays Hades from the Uncensored Gamers. How my Uncensored Gamers doing today? I know it's been like 2 weeks since we came up with the new episode. You know, life happens. A lot of us have been busy, but we got a lot of things planned out. A lot of things planned out. And I can't wait for y'all to see all this goodness and the greatness and whatnot. But as usual, you know, I'm never going to remember the episode number. Just know it's high in the 20s. Today, I'm joined by my co-hostesses. Introduce yourselves.
It's your boy, American King 81, a.k.a. Farmer of the Year. I know. Hold your applause. I know. It's okay. Something different. Hey, you'll see. You'll see.
I'm waiting for those farming simulator videos, man. That's what I'm waiting on.
That's what I'm doing right
Sneak
now.
peek for that?
Literally, that's exactly what I'm working on right now. Hey, as a matter of fact, hold on.
Aren't you supposed to be recording this on your half?
Holiday Spirit, Devin.
Hold on.
Devin? Who's Devin?
Yeah, I slipped up. But I
Watch stream. I ain't watching that.
You're jolly.
Listen. No.
I'm watching it.
Listen.
Wait, how do I exit out of it?
It's probably not even gonna work. I'm gonna be honest with you, but
Don't show nothing that you don't want to show, man.
Facts. Wait, how do I exit out of your stream though? That's a good question.
I'm technically playing Farming Simulator. I'm playing.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
I got it on grid.
It's not gonna work.
Yeah.
It's not gonna work.
Who's that in the background? Is that a little kid?
Every single time.
It's still a little kid.
I'm sorry, I have a life.
Yes,
in my life.
Oh man. Whew. Okay. All right. Okay. That's enough of that. Okay. Yo, if y'all hearing the song in the background right now, this is my cousin, Trayvon. Y'all can go search him up on SoundCloud, whatever. The link for his stuff will be in the description below. He's popping on SoundCloud right now. I think he's like at 1,000 followers on there. And then he also has like 3,000 followers on YouTube. He is growing. So if y'all just want to, you know, chase clout, hit him up.
Wait, who is it?
Trayvon's. It's Damari.
Oh. So am I gonna have to initiate all of this?
No, I'm just making sure you're good
at this point.
I'm making sure you're good. I'm just making sure you're good because you was gonna do something on your share screen thing, so we was waiting on that, and now you're not doing it. So I mean, that was all on you.
I said it wasn't gonna work, and that was like 20 minutes ago.
No. You said it might not work.
Exactly. And it didn't work.
Yeah, exactly. So I didn't know if you was still gonna try it. You know what I'm saying?
Did I try to try it? I've been
No.
looking at you.
How could I tell that you're looking at us? How could I tell that you're looking at us? Because whenever you look towards us, you're still looking at your laptop screen, and we can't tell if you like
looking at me.
We can't.
What did I do? What did I do?
Tell.
I brought up the screen, right? I brought up the screen, and I said,
"Man, whatever, dog. Y'all see the rollie on the wrist? Y'all see the rollie on the wrist, dog."
Oh my god. Let's get
all right, so one of the things that we're going to talk about in our gaming news is Cyberpunk. As my screen goes blurry, don't know why this does this. Whatever, it's going to be blurry then. But all right, so Cyberpunk 2077 finally came out. Right, this is fantastic. This is good stuff. It's good news. You know, Cyberpunk 2077 finally came out, the thing that we've been waiting for, and people hate it.
Why?
So, with me, I have over. Actually, hold on. I could show y'all how many hours I got on this bad boy. But I'm pretty sure it's over 50 plus hours, right? Because I like to play games in depth. You know, it wasn't really unplayable, especially for me playing on PC. It wasn't unplayable whatsoever. Now, it had its bugs and glitches, and I did crash a few times. But other than that, it was an easy fix because I can hear it in my PC that my PC is just garbage and I don't really have the specifications that I should have to be able to run at the graphics that I want to run. So obviously I got to run on low and medium. So I'm not about to hate on the game just because my compatibility with it is trash and because I'm cheap and I don't want to get the actual parts for the minimum system requirements, unlike some people. Overall, with me playing like 50 plus hours on the game, and then I started a new game because I did like the ending like 3 times on my other character to get like different endings and whatnot. I just find it crazy that a lot of people are really bandwagoning on this whole cyberpunk thing. Like, why couldn't people do this on Call of Duty? You want to know why? Because YouTubers hype it up. And everybody's a follower. Nobody's an individual thinker anymore. It's crazy. Honestly, I can't really...
People expected this game, like he said.
What? Go ahead.
Oh no, no, you got it. Ball out, Mr. 50 hours.
But no, I'm just saying, like, the only bad thing that I experienced was like the bugs and everything. I thought the storyline to it was amazing. I feel like it kept me included because I was always excited whenever I stopped playing it. I was always excited to come back to it and play it some more because, you know, with Keanu Reeves playing as Johnny, I enjoyed that a lot. And he'll pop up and do his little talking thing to you, whatever. And like you can see how at first Johnny really wanted to take over. Like, okay, spoiler alert. You can see at first how Johnny wanted to really take over your body towards the end, to where it's just like it really comes down to like some hard decisions of, you know, if Johnny should take over your body or if you should just go ahead and, hey Johnny, you need to go away or whatever. It's a good transition for that. And then you also meet a lot of great people throughout the storyline and everything like that. Some people, you know, they like to chalk it up to, you know, the game's concept is stupid because it's just, hey, run over here, shoot people, kill people. Okay, now run back over here, shoot people, kill people. But with that type of mentality, that's literally any game ever, and you're just being a butthole at that point. And that's all it comes down to. You're just being a butthole at that point.
I definitely got like
people just don't know what they want. People don't know what they want in video games anymore.
No, they don't.
It's the industry is so repetitive that we're used to the same thing over and over again. So when we get something new, like we try to criticize it and compare it to, you know, the old stuff that we had. So if you compare Cyberpunk 2077 to all of these other games, it's greatly different, like graphics wise, gameplay wise. Like you said, the game is huge. The only other game that I can think about that comes even close is like a mixture of maybe like Watch Dogs and GTA. But other than that, I don't feel like people give it enough credit because I've watched a lot of gameplay on it, and the game itself looks good. It looks fun. But I think the only thing that people have an issue with, people say, oh, it's a bad game, but they don't mean it's a bad game story-wise, you know, gameplay-wise. I think it's a bad game because of, you know, the quality. It wasn't meant to be on certain consoles, so they had to rush and get it out to these certain consoles in order for the game to release. So I feel like a lot of people aren't understanding that if they would have just, if the media would have just shut their mouth, be quiet about the game, let the developers do what they had to do, let them release it on next gen and PC only, the game would have been perfect. There wouldn't have been no issues at all.
Yeah, because it looks beautiful.
Because I remember people were questioning. Because I remember people were questioning, like, "Oh, is this gonna be encouraging? Is this gonna be encouraging?" And that was like a big thing. And then they finally came out and say, "Yes, we're gonna have it on Xbox One."
It's only a big thing because people are cheap and they don't want to buy the new console. How I see it, if you want to buy a game get the new console. I'm sorry, but that's how it's gonna be. Because what's gonna happen? Eventually, they're gonna stop making games for Xbox One, just like they stopped making games for Xbox 360.
Yep.
Like it's gonna happen. Like I don't know why this is such a new thing. Like we've been going through this for decades now. The
Yep.
Xbox came out, then the Xbox 360 came out. They stopped making those original games. They started making the next games. Xbox One came out. They stopped making 360 games. So it's like this is the same thing happening again. I feel like this generation is just they don't understand that a lot of these people aren't true to life gamers, or if they
Yeah,
if they
no.
would, I mean, if they were, they would understand that concept.
Yeah.
There's
Like,
definitely
see
a lot
what
of
game-
fake gamers out there.
Yeah, 100% a lot of fake gamers. They think they know everything. Why won't this run on my Xbox One that I got back in 2012? I'm sorry, what? In 2012? You want to know why they came out with other versions of the Xbox One? Because they needed to upgrade the graphics cards on them. Because it was getting out of
become
date quickly.
Literally,
Yeah.
every so much they create something new and they have to upgrade the console. Just like with the Series X, they're gonna upgrade it. It's gonna be another version of that one come out within the next 6 months. So whatever you got
So you
now,
got
just
Xbox
know
360,
it ain't gonna be the best.
Elite. You always
Yeah,
have an
it
elite
ain't gonna be
version.
the best.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm like,
Oh.
y'all might as well just get a PC because
Facts, dude. That's
you're
a,
buying this
hey,
like 2
smartphone right
hours.
now on release day. 6 months from now, they're gonna come out with another one with better specs. You're probably gonna buy that one too.
that's
So what's
like
gonna
already
happen?
$1,200.
Another year from now, they're gonna come out with another one. It's gonna be special edition Call of Duty, some crap, and you're gonna buy that one too. So you might as
And
well
that's
just get a PC.
$1,800.
All you gotta do is pay like $200 to upgrade a part. Like you're saving
Yeah.
so much money, and that's gonna.
Yeah, you don't
last
have to
for
buy a
years.
whole new computer. You just upgrade the stuff in it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Unless you want to get a whole new cooling system.
Yeah, a whole new
I'm not
setup,
messing.
basically.
I'm not. Because I want a liquid cooling, and I'm not about to try to install that myself. That's not happening.
I had one, and it's not worth the hassle unless you're a diehard like PC like nerd.
Yeah,
And, oh, look at the baby.
that's the
Say
good
hi,
dog.
Titan.
What a bad
I
one's
thought
at?
it at first when you did that. I thought it was the meme dog. At first, you know that meme dog, Doggo or whatever. I thought it was Doggo at first.
Wow. But yeah, it's just it baffles me because like it was a dude that I follow on Twitter and he follows me on Twitter. Shout out to you. I think it's Brunstead or something on Twitter. He was talking about how like he's just so confused on how like people are like they're hating this game so much that like, you know, they offered up refunds and all that stuff. But also it's just kind of like there are much worse games that are still out to this day and y'all are saying nothing about them. Like,
Oh, fact.
you know what I
I feel like
mean?
the only
Like,
reason why they say that is because certain games they expect to be garbage. Call of Duty comes out
That
every year. We
is so
expect that not to be
trash.
perfect. But then you got Cyberpunk. We've been waiting on this game for almost a decade. So it's like the expectations of it, we shouldn't have any problems. Y'all had 10 years, well, almost 10 years to work on this game. There shouldn't be any problems. But then when the games come out and it's all buggy, people are like, oh, we waited this long for this. But like example, 2K Call of Duty, a game that comes out every year, like, oh, we made a few mistakes, but they're like, oh, no worries, y'all create this game every year. I mean, it's gonna be buggy. I think it's just based off people's expectations. They expected this game to be perfect, but it didn't work that way.
pretty much.
It's awesome.
But
I
as
think
I-
it's great. Like
as-
I
oh.
said, I play like maybe an hour or two that within the game, and I get off because like something sticks to my screen that I can't get off unless I restart the whole system. And if I'm restarting my whole system, I don't want to go back and try the same mission.
Mhm.
I'll just pick a new game or do something else. But I'll play until it gets a little too, or a blue screen or something like that. But other than that, I mean, it's fun. It has a GTA and Fallout vibe, but it's also like when people talk about the graphics. I mean, people play Skyrim and Fallout when plants are sticking through walls and shit. It's like, okay,
Yeah, there's
you're
a
playing-
lot of
you see
bugs in
those
Skyrim.
graphics.
Yeah, a lot of bugs in
But
Skyrim
then
and
you're
Fallout.
mad because there's a little blurry version of a scene or something.
Yeah, like
It's just based on expectations. That's all it is, bro. People are so
Especially
picky.
with
Like people
Elder
are
Scrolls
super picky.
Online, when that first came out and I was playing it, um, you would go to there was a mission you had to go to a certain spot. The person wasn't even there. Like they were like invisible or something, so you couldn't even do that mission. You had to restart. That was Fallout, or not Fallout. That was Skyrim Online, or Elder Scrolls Online, which is still a great game. It's just it had to do some updates, which that's what this game needs to do. Some updates. It'll be good.
My whole issue with the
Uh-huh.
gaming industry, period, like just overall, any game that's ever been made, people's expectations. That's what it's about. So the more like the more time that pass, what's gonna happen? These games are gonna start looking more and more realistic because of the technology, right? So let's say if you and your development company get all of this technology to render the best looking game ever, it's gonna look the best for what they put the game on. Whatever system they put the game on is gonna look the best on that system with different specs. If you try to play it with different graphics cards, with different graphics rendering settings, it's not gonna look like it did, in the trailer, in the story, in the testing phase. It's not gonna look the same. So all these gamers out here, quote unquote,
Yeah.
this game is bad, it's terrible, blah 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 blah. Bro, look at every other game that's ever been made. It's always had these same problems. It's just gonna take technology to get better for these problems to start going away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's just like making a movie. It's like making an animation. Like it's not gonna be perfect the first time you do it, and especially if you rush this shit like they did this game. They rushed it. It wasn't supposed to come out. Everybody was talking about the delay. Everybody was mad, bro. It could be delayed for 2 years. Y'all still gonna buy it. When it drop, y'all still gonna buy it. Let them finish their game. Let them do what they gotta do in order for it to be right.
Yeah. I feel like they had to release it before Christmas though, because
No, they didn't. No,
people
they didn't. Microsoft even said that. No, Microsoft even said that. Microsoft said that it was all customer service. They were worried about customer service. They weren't worried about product quality. Product quality. They were worried about customer service. They literally said that they could have prolonged this game until next spring. Everybody still would have bought it. They still would have bought it.
Mm-hmm.
You still would have bought it. It wouldn't have changed nothing. Yeah, you had to wait a little bit longer, but ain't no other games came out in 2020. So it's like you ain't had nothing to really lose. They said themselves, yeah, they were so worried about customer satisfaction that the quality side slacked. So that's what happens when you as people rush stuff from these companies.
customers are not always right. This is a prime
Ever.
example. Customers are
Ever.
not they're not right. They're not right. We're never right. Customers are never right. That's why I don't think I've ever like actually just like went to a place and was just actually complained about something and thought that I was right. I would just ask questions and not get angry because obviously they work here. They know what they're talking about. So I'm not going to question what they say. It's just that simple.
And even if you do,
I
it's
really
not to
know
prove anybody
doing
wrong.
anyway.
It's just
Yeah.
to get,
You just
it's
getting
just to get the best
clarifications.
product that you can get. Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna get mad or anything because I'm just gonna be like, oh well, I thought this and that, and they're like, oh yeah, like oh that deal was going on for a little bit, it's no longer going on now. Sorry about that. We should probably take all those sounds down by now. I'm like, okay, cool, all right, it's whatever.
Oh, I hate those motherfuckers, bro. I swear to God, I hate.
They get mad because they don't pretty much get their way. A lot of people do that, bro, and they be like, "Oh, well, no, it's still up, so I deserve this treatment. You should do this for me."
Yeah, be like sometimes they
Well,
just
they
don't
don't.
take down the stuff in time, man. Like that's why you just
Yeah,
ask
it's not even
questions,
that,
bro.
dude.
And sometimes
Like, there's
they
something
have
I get,
a
like,
they have a like a end time for whatever deals they got on the posters. So it's just sometimes you really just
Yeah.
gotta look. We're like, oh, when did this end? Ah, it's already ended. Okay.
well, like, there's some things that we only have like that come in like one-time buys or something. That's like the Mountain Dew Blast or something that came in just for a little bit. We got one pallet of it, right? Well, we put it out, and if it gets so low, we're obviously gotta kind of condense it a little bit. So we put it on like maybe 3 cases on top of the other Mountain Dew. And if it costs like let's say $1 cheaper, right, the Baja Blast, well, members would be looking at the price that's says Baja Blast, but it's because it's right on the Mountain Dew. They're like, well, we thought the Mountain Dew was $1 cheaper. It's like, just fucking read the sign, and they get like so mad, bro.
Facts.
I hate when they do that, bro. I swear to God.
You should have put it over here.
No, you should read.
Hey, bro.
You got a high school diploma, don't you? I have a bachelor's degree.
Week,
it doesn't seem like you do.
My last week at my old club, because I work for Sam's Club, I had to give away 3 trampolines that, because there was a sign that said something swing set, they were rearranging it or whatever. And so the swing set sign was still here for like $300. The trampolines are usually like $400 or $500 or whatever. And so I had to give them, these 3 people that showed up, 3 trampolines for $300 when they were $500.
Because they didn't read the name on the sign.
Yeah.
And they read the sign, but they were like, well, you still got to honor the whatchamacallit. I'm like, bro, I just got here like 2 minutes ago. So I know for a fact it wasn't me that did the sign.
There's no honor the sign.
Second of
It's
all,
read it.
Nothing.
If I was a customer behind them, I would have
I'll
been
be like, is this a damn swing set? No, it's not a swing set, so you're not paying this price for it.
Jalil, I know, Hades, I know what you're about to say too, because you're about to say, oh wait, you're giving them the trampoline for $300. I'll take one. There was a member that did that, and that's why I had to give 3 away, because there was 3 members there. Bro, I was so upset, bro. I was so upset.
People just exploit whatever they can, bro.
Oh, facts, bro. Oh my God, I hate people. I hate people. I hate entitled people.
And the customers is right thing is the whole reason why corporations can do whatever the freak they want. Their payback is like, for example, we're gonna talk about it but the stimulus package deals, that this is their payback to be more greedy, because they have the whole philosophy of customers always right, and people are gonna feel like corporations actually care about them. Okay, all right.
They just care about their product being sold.
Exactly.
They don't care who you are, what you do for a living, how much money you make. As long as you buying their stuff, hey, you welcome in their arms. But the moment you say something bad about them or don't like their product no more, they don't care about you.
Yeah, but honestly, I would still get Cyberpunk 2077. I'll probably wait till like February or whatever, let them do some more hot fixes and whatnot, because it's not that bad as people are making it seem like at all. Because if I'm able to play 50 plus hours and still have a fun time and like still have to deal with like less bugs and less crashes, like it's not bad. It's really not bad at all. It's actually a really great game, a really great storyline, a really great skill tree, really great crafting system, and a really great upgrading system, really great armor options, clothes options, really great weapons options. It has really great everything.
I got to customize my boobs, man.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. But yeah, okay. That's
dude. I literally, because I was literally creating my nails or whatever, and then as soon as I scroll down for the next option, it goes bloop. Ready to customize boobs, bro. I was like, all right, well, nah. But if any of you guys hate the game out there, comment what you're playing on so we can tell you why you're wrong. Because obviously you're playing on something that's either out of date or you're playing on a console.
Yep. Because I'll tell you right now, my stuff is definitely out of date.
That stuff was meant for next gen and current. It was meant for next gen consoles and current gen PC, which is 2 to 3 month upgrade. So it was like 2 to 3 months ago. Mm-hmm. It's due for hardware and software that was made within the past 2 to 3 months.
Yeah.
So don't be upset when you be like, oh, well, I got this Xbox in 2016. It should still be working fine. Yeah, for other games, not this one. It wasn't meant to work on this game.
Yep. But okay, we got any other gaming news?
No, I was just going to, one of them was
Left 4 Dead is
really...
back.
Oh, yeah, that.
Back for Blood. Better. Okay, anyways, we're gonna just bypass that. Back for Blood's coming out soon. I'm definitely not gonna be able to play it anytime soon. I applied for the closed beta thing, but you know, I don't have that much clout yet. So
I gotta get a PC so we can play it when it does come.
Yeah. Oh, they're also coming out with the Jesus game. I'm excited for that. Jesus Simulator.
Jesus game.
Jesus Simulator. Jesus Christ Simulator.
Facts.
Okay then.
Can't wait to see what the critics say about that.
I feel like some people are gonna have problems if they make Jesus white. That's gonna be a problem. I can feel it.
You know,
If you could choose,
it's
if you
funny
could
to me,
choose
bro.
the ethnicity of Jesus, though, that'll be pretty dope.
I feel like I just don't care, honestly. Like I don't. That don't really make a big deal. I know a lot of people gonna be like frustrated about it when that game first dropped, bro. And somebody make a YouTube about it, bro. I swear it's gonna get the most controversial like comments.
I can't wait.
Facts.
Until
Because
they
I'm
exploit
definitely,
something
I'm 100% confident. I already got it on my wish list. As soon as it becomes available to pre-order, I'm pre-ordering that bad boy. But okay, what else you got?
It was just the gaming is no longer a hobby; it's a lucrative business.
Practically, everybody's a sweat now.
I mean, it ain't really much about it. Like everybody that plays competitive games, or not even competitive games, I'm gonna say multiplayer games, they're doing it for publicity. Everybody's doing stuff now to be known, to be seen. It's all about fame. It's all about what you can get out of something. Nobody just sits down anymore and plays video games to have fun. Like, I mean, a lot of people do. A lot of people do, but the majority, you get all these Twitch streamers and YouTubers and stuff that literally just do this stuff for views.
That's why single-player games kind of died for a little bit.
They're making a comeback though. I ain't even gonna front. Single player games are somewhat making a comeback.
Yeah. That's why I said for a little bit, because for a while there was no real good single player. Like, I mean, because obviously single player games were like coming out like crazy, you know, before multiplayer was kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And once multiplayer came out, then it was like, okay, well, what, you know, obviously you do what you got to do because people love the multiplayer things. Especially, you know, even with Skyrim, people are like, man, I wish I could play this with my friends and stuff like that. So obviously Elder Scrolls Online came out. So I mean, you know, it's a very loved thing to have, you know, friends and being able to play online.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, man, they slowed down for a while. A good single player game.
Well, not even just single player, but like local co-op. Like you just sitting down with like 2 or 3 of your friends and playing like the campaign all the way through. Like what is it? Gears of War.
Mm-hmm.
Like come on. Like I feel like that in itself is better than, you know, most multiplayer games.
Because there's no real like, okay, you and your brother go and play video games and you guys pick up that second controller and play co-op Halo or co-op, you know, like you said, Gears of War.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all like, no, he's gotta have his own system.
Bro, that stuff was popping
back
back
then.
then.
Have my own system and everything.
Doing split screen. They really changed the game with Black Ops 1 whenever they introduced split screen play. Boy.
Oh yeah.
That was lit.
I liked, I mean, even the other day, when my PC was working, me and my brother split screen zombies on Black Ops 3 Custom Zombies. Just had a good time.
Yeah.
I know y'all remember them days when you used to pretend to plug in a controller.
Mom, you're not letting me play.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Be like, I just want to play this game by myself. Leave me alone.
Facts.
But yeah, now it's wireless. The freaking nephew or somebody comes in and they pick up the controller and you're playing a game and they pick up the second controller and all of a sudden now it's like, oh, trying to add a person. It's like, no, I'm fucking playing a multiplayer game. Get out of here.
Facts. They always want to try to play what you playing.
Mm-hmm.
And then whenever you playing, that's whenever they want to play.
As soon as you get on, play, bro. It's been sitting here all day, Ain't nobody touched it. You could have been playing while I wasn't on it.
Facts.
What is y'all's biggest pet peeve, like, of something that has happened while you're playing? Like you're playing a video game and like a family member says something or does something while you're trying to play. Any like pet peeves or something you guys want to say?
Pet peeves
I
for
think
that?
mine. Let's see.
Well,
When I'm
like for
playing,
me, like if somebody comes in and like open the door or something, and I'm playing a game, I'm like, and I get mad because like I'm like the door's open still. Like, can you shut the door? That's my biggest pet peeve. It's like somebody coming
when
and
people
opening
leave
my
the door
door.
open.
I think my
Yes.
pet peeve of whenever I have my headphones on and people try to have a full on conversation while I'm have my headphones on, I'm trying to play something.
What? Okay.
Now
Oh, you talking to me?
that's
I
uh
can't hear
that's the most
you.
annoying thing ever because then they just sitting there talking and they're like, "You hear me?" And you just like, "Huh? No, I can't hear you. I
No,
have these game sounds going
obviously,
off."
obviously, I don't. I think mine is that when you trying to do something and all of a sudden out of nowhere the background is just crazy.
In fact, it wasn't crazy before, but now.
She stays in the room all day today, and as soon as I come out here, it's gonna come out here.
Exactly.
You had all day. She had all day to do a makeup tutorial. Now she wouldn't do it. No.
Watch, and now she leaves that light on, and you're like, "Oh, come on, shut the light off." Oh, while you're in there, shut it off. Like, no, I didn't
Facts.
turn it on.
It's always like that, bro.
Facts. That's
The
hilarious.
door was not open when you came in.
Yeah. I think that's about it for gaming news, unless y'all got anything that y'all excited about. Because, I mean, I'm excited for Black of Blood. Can't really talk about it much. I only watched like 5 minutes of the gameplay, and I was already sold on it. Because I was just like, okay, I got to experience this for myself. Because watching
No,
others play just
I'm
don't
ready.
really do nothing to me. No, because I was really just looking like all like the skills and stuff you can get and all that. It's a lot. It is a lot. And it's just like an alpha, too. And I'm like, dang, that's already a lot. I hope they don't plan on having no more. That would be too much. That would be way too much at that point. But yeah, okay.
But
Onwards.
next on my list, I had next on my list I had our government versus theirs.
Yeah, okay. So we're getting into world news. Real world news. Yay.
This just in.
Oh my
On
goodness.
World News.
Ew. Look at that dude's eyes. He look cracked out right now. He looks cracked out.
Oh, I thought I muted my mic for a second.
Wow. You yanked the mug out there. Boy, what?
But no, so I was thinking. So earlier today, you remember the conversation we was having with our Canadian buddy yesterday, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it got me to thinking how are other countries like taught, like whether it be in school, whether it be their politics, like how are they taught compared to how we're taught. And then I searched a few things in the government, and the very first, I shit you not, the very first thing that popped up was a comparison between the U.S. stimulus and the Canadian stimulus. And I was like, okay, well, it's not necessarily about how we're taught, but it's how we're treated. So like, let me go ahead and just read the article and let's see what it is. So apparently, they had a Canadian Emergency Relief Benefit, so it's CERB, and it was you can qualify for it. You have to make under $1,000 a month and like to qualify for it. And what you would get is $2,000 a month until whatever emergency situation it was over, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's how the Canadian government, that's what they put into effect. And that's what's been going on since the whole pandemic started. And then I thought about ours. I was like, okay, well, $1,200 for everyone who's tax qualified, right? So $1,200 for everyone who's tax qualified, but you only get it once. And I was like, well, what about our bills? $1,200 is not going to take care of us for a year.
Yep.
Like, and basically, especially of something that we didn't cause. I could see if you burned your house down because you were cooking one day. Like, yeah, we're not gonna cover that. That was your accident. You made that mistake. You should have insurance. But something this scale, I feel like we should do, like the government should do.
I feel like with all
In that
this,
sense, like Canada's done a lot more.
yeah, I feel like within all this, the U.S. government is really exposing themselves and how they're doing everything for the corporations and not for the people.
Yeah, and it's more clear. It's way more clear now than
Yeah,
what it was before.
yeah. So people can
Cause yeah,
say, people keep on saying that the coronavirus thing, conspiracy theory, it's all fake. But really, you really got to think about it, though. Think about how the U.S. government, how many other governments are exposing themselves, and how they get paid from these corporations, and how they still don't want to help you. That's what y'all really need to be thinking about. Stop thinking about this stupid old coronavirus vaccine just like a genocide thing. No, dude, it's a much deeper thing than that. Like dude, that's the stupidest thing in my life, dude. Like that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. It's like coronavirus isn't real. All right,
people are just naive. People are just super naive. They said the same thing about the plague, but then what happened? 3 million people died. All of a sudden, everybody's scared.
yeah,
Like I honestly don't understand it. To me, I seem like it's just social influence, right?
it definitely is.
So
Because you
the
can just look into
bigger,
history. You can literally look into history about pandemics, bro. And like pandemics are it's always worldwide because people are always traveling places and it always knocks off natural selection of a lot of human beings.
hmm so it's like when bird flu hit. When bird flu was real big, what happened? They made people wear masks. They made people do this. They made people do that. But now all of a sudden we're doing it again in this generation. And now it's like we've done this before. This
because
isn't new.
because people, it's too many influencers that can express their opinions and they feel like they're woke, but they're really not. And they
Not
always
even. They
thinking
just
it's
feel
an
like right.
ulterior motive with
They
no
just feel like they're
proof.
right. I'm tired of people within a specific government saying anything with like saying anything without proof, right? And people believing it. I'm so tired of that. Like just because they're an influencer, just because they're president, vice president, senate, governor, I don't care, mayor, sports figure, just because these people are who they are, people will listen to them no matter what they say. And I feel like that's the issue. Like a lot of people aren't individuals. They don't think for themselves. They don't research for themselves. They just go based off of what they hearsay. And I feel like that's where all the internal problems within the country's governments come from. Just hearsay. People just listening and being influenced by stuff that they hear. It don't necessarily
Yeah.
have to be true. But I can sit here,
Yeah.
like if I had 1 million followers, bro, and they love me, right? They love my content. They love what I do. They're gonna follow me, right?
Yeah.
Well, let's say one day I decided, hey, you guys, I just wanted to speak my opinion on this. I don't think that I don't know, fluid. It's just something stupid. I don't think
Yeah.
that lighter fluid is actually lighter fluid. You know how many people would believe that just off me saying it,
Well, it's like the
and it would
blinker,
start a whole
the
No,
blinker fluid thing.
no, it's like the water
yeah,
isn't
like it
wet
would literally
thing.
start. It
Yeah.
would start a whole controversial conflict, bro, just based off one person's opinion. And I'm like, bro, if you don't have the common sense and the knowledge, or if you don't have the time to research some stuff like that, why are you even talking about
Bro, I know there's prime example, right, of misinformation is a friend of mine sent the thing. He sent the thing where like this dude was talking about how like there's like troops being sent to like Taiwan and it's like a secret war going on with China, right? And I was, it's really kind of like this is a prime example of misinformation because me being a former military member is still having people that I know in the military and their infantry like seeing seeing people being exposed to that, they actually believe in it, and then it's just kind of like I have to come with all the facts where it's just like false. This is stupid. This is so stupid. Where do y'all get this information from? Y'all literally believe anything on the internet whatsoever.
anything, everything, bro? Believe
Anything.
any.
Cause the dude Cause
Hold on.
okay,
Wait. I'm gonna let you talk. But I seen another article today, and guess what the title of the article was?
what?
There is no proof of extraterrestrials, because they all what was it? Self-annihilated. I was like, I want to read this. I want to hear this. And it was like the reason why we can't find any proof of extraterrestrials is because they practice self-annihilation. I'm like, so you saying that they killed off themselves just so we wouldn't figure out about it? I said, bro, y'all are dumb. Y'all are stupid.
And
I've never, and I looked at the sites. You know how people cite, their resources or whatever. And guess where it was from? Guess where it was from?
where?
WikiLeaks,
Oh my goodness.
Wikipedia. And I was like, dude, how gullible can these people be? Like, you're going on a global website that anybody could change ever. Like, anybody can change it at any point in time. You could change it right now. You can go to Wikipedia right now and input information, bro. Like, I'm like, bro, how, why are y'all doing this to yourselves? Y'all just making us look even stupider than what we already are. That was, bro, that made me so mad. I read that article. It was literally like a few sentences long, bro. And I was like, okay, this right here is the reason why people are just so dumb.
Yeah, that stuff. It's so much misinformation out there, and people are they're just eating it up. They just think just because it's on YouTube or something that's actual factuals. So one thing that I've learned is if a person doesn't have any type of a citation, like they cite anything that they say within the video, which is supposed to be where the resources are from, is the resources even credible? Have peers looked over this person's work and did their research and made sure that this stuff is facts? Like, people don't think that deep, because most of these videos, they have no proof. They have no other. And if you come, because a lot of y'all don't know, in college classes, if you try to cite anything from a Wikipedia, they're not gonna accept it. You have to look more in depth. They're not gonna accept Wikipedia at all, because it's not.
It has to be like from a case study.
Yeah, because it's not all factual. It's like, it's not reliable whatsoever, because anybody can go and change anything and say anything. That's why Wikipedia is not a trusted source for many things.
People's brains.
A lot of the stuff on it is true, but some of it can be exaggerated and some of it can be changed. So.
Yeah.
Basically, what like Wiki and shit's for is like kind of like understanding like the concept of it. Like, what the color red. It'll give you like examples of how like stuff could be red and stuff like that. Like, it's just kind of like a what's that word I'm looking for? Like when you're doing an exam, but you need some notes. So you get like those little there's like a website that will break down just the concept of like a book that you're reading, like basically the description. Like if you're reading like this book and you turn the back, it'll tell you a little bit about the book. That's kind of what Wiki's for. It ain't to basically be for facts.
Detailed facts, yeah. I feel like I don't know. It bothers me sometimes to listen to people talk, and I like listening to people to get to see where their mind is at. But sometimes it irritates me to just listen to some people talk because they don't have a clue what they're talking about. Like, and you ask them where you're getting this information from, and they can't tell you. They literally can't tell you. It's probably something that they saw on TV.
See, like this whole thing right here. It says U.S. Army ready deploy 4 armored division in Taiwan to intercept China. Like, the misinformation within this, because people are thinking, because there people see that, they're gonna automatically think, oh, we're going to war. No, why aren't they talking about this in the news? No, because it's nothing serious. It's just, literally, we're on a rotation to even go around there to begin with. We go on a rotation around there. There was literally people that every year they deploy, they get on a ship, and they rotate around those areas. There's no
People
tensions
that believe
rising
anything are like the
whatsoever.
people that do the zodiac shit.
I had to tell my friend in the group chat, like, bro, the only reason why we were going to Taiwan is, if anything, we train with them. That's what we do. We train. We train with many of those Southeast Asian countries. That's what we do. Just because we're there doesn't mean we're there for war or anything like that. No. We go there to train and we dip up out of there.
People believe in. It's crazy.
I just texted one of my homeboys that I was in the military with. He's a staff sergeant now, and he works for DOD. I think it's specifically, I think it's the Department of Foreign Affairs. So they deal with distributing troops through different countries and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he said the only people that are going to Taiwan is training units.
That's exactly what I told him too, bro. All the people that's going there is the people that's going there to trade.
But it's insane how you can have a source, right? We can have our resources for a specific thing. You know, we're gonna know people in specific positions that know more than what we know. So we ask them, hey, what's going on? What is this looking like? Blah 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 blah. And they'll give us answers, and then we'll tell somebody else, and they don't believe it. But then those people can tell us something, like, where did you get that information from? And they can't give you a list. They can't give you,
or they'll be like, I got it, YouTube, TikTok, you know, a bunch of websites out there. I'm like, okay, dude.
That explains a lot.
Like, I understand main news media isn't that resourceful nowadays either. I mean, their objective is to separate America right now, so they're succeeding in that. But
well, like one of our previous videos that we uploaded, or podcasts that we did, do your research. Like, if you hear something, don't just go saying, oh, he said this, because then it's gonna transform into something different. You got to actually do your research. Look up what's actually going on in everything you.
Because I think the TikTok video that my homeboy had sent in the group chat, he was talking about something where the dude had a green screen. He's like, why aren't we talking about this? 35,000 troops have been deployed to Taiwan. Like, why are we not talking about this? Nigga, that's because nothing's going on. That's why.
It's because it's probably something you don't understand. That's why nobody's talking about it. Because if they told you, you wouldn't understand it. You would blow it out of proportion and you would think we're going to war.
Yeah. It's crazy.
I feel like people information too much that they don't understand. People try to find things and they go, oh, I found this, and they don't really understand it, but then they talk about it. Like, they try to give their opinion about it and they really don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
I like the little dangly things over your head.
Like the mistletoe.
Mistletoe.
Wow.
Nah, it's just the little cords that you pull.
But yeah, that stuff, man. Yeah, that stuff irks my nerves, man. How much misinformation is on the internet.
Oh,
and people will believe it too.
Into the same thing. It kind of ties into the same thing, misinformation. So a lot has been talked about in the news about Trump's pardons and his clemencies. I just want to clear up what a pardon and a clemency is. They're two totally different things. I've been hearing people on YouTube and people that write different blogs and different articles and stuff talk about the pardons and the clemencies about Trump. A pardon is when you excuse someone of some type of action, whatever it is. Like, you forgive them, basically. Like, I excuse you, I pardon you from whatever it was that you did. A clemency is a written petition. So it's like a written petition of getting somebody off of a conviction that they've done before, right? So let's say if you stole a car, right? And I get together 60,000 people that sign this petition, say, no, he's not that type of person. He doesn't do that, blah, 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 blah. And if it's signed, then you're all free. You're scot-free. Those convictions no longer matter. They're not going to go to your record, blah, blah, blah. That's what Trump's doing to these people. All of this stuff that he's been yelling at them about over the past years and blah, blah, he's apologizing for all of this stuff now. So all of you pro-Trump people, oh, he's putting people out there. He's blah blah blah. He's making fun of these people because of who they are. No, he's apologizing. He's seen that he was wrong all this time, and he's excusing these people, even the people that he convicted of certain crimes while he was in the White House. He's saying now they weren't at fault. They didn't do anything wrong. They were just doing what I told them to do. And the clemencies are for people that have already been convicted of these crimes. That's what he's doing. So, just to keep misunderstanding miscommunication, misunderstanding, and misinformation. Because a lot of people they don't know what these words mean. And it's so annoying to hear somebody talk about something and they're just giving you the wrong meaning or, giving you the wrong information about a topic. And it was a pro-Trump dude that I heard in one of these YouTube videos. He was so happy. He was so proud about Trump giving all these pardons and these clemencies. And he didn't even know what the words meant, bro. He could not at all tell you one time what those words were. He was just praising them and praising these people. I'm like, bro, these are people that he convicted. He's apologizing to these people. You don't see that. So I'm just, I was just throwing it out there just for misinformation for all y'all people that think Trump is doing the right thing. He actually did the wrong thing. He convicted people of doing something that they never did. And he's now apologizing since he's no longer going to be in office.
Educate yourself. Edumacates.
Do your research.
I think that was it. I just wanted to put that out there.
A lot of y'all just will be out there and just believe in anything. It's crazy. Because y'all, the one thing y'all won't believe though is that the government doesn't care about you, and that they get everybody in the political, well, not everybody, but almost everybody that's in a political position gets paid by the corporations to keep it the way that it is. So baffles me. Y'all's priorities are messed up.
They've seen the movies. These movies be based on true events.
These people be scamming y'all. All right.
Scam. They be scamming.
So stimulus package, right? they try to give us $600. I ain't down with that. Trump said, no, I'm trying to get the people $2,000 at least. $2,000. $600 ain't enough.
That's why
I ain't gonna lie though. That 2,000 gonna help me out a lot.
That's why I brought it up earlier, bro. Because they were comparing the stimulus projects with different countries, and we had the worst one by far. Like, ours was the worst.
We're getting made fun of because it's just like, oh, you guys are so wealthy. Look at what your government does to you.
I seen something where like this New Zealand chick was saying like they didn't realize how bad America had it because they were getting paid like each week or month or something.
Yeah,
every month that this has been going on.
Yeah, it was like $600 a week.
Yeah, and they were like, and you guys only got paid what, $2,000 once, or $1,500 or whatever it was for some people.
That's just greed.
It's like that, and then it's kind of like a slap into our face though, because it's like, wow, we're really only getting paid that much. Like our government loves us that much to only give us this amount of money when other countries that people probably have it way worse than us are doing more for their people.
Yeah, just wait. When the U.S. government start to see the population plummeting, they're gonna understand why.
Once they start seeing the workers go away, they'll definitely see why.
Great Depression #2.
Fact.
Actually, I feel like it would take something like that in order for it to change the government. It would take another great fall.
Wow, he froze.
I mean,
he's
still frozen?
Yeah, he's still frozen. Look at him. Look at his
I seen him move
face.
a second ago.
Yeah.
Oh, there he goes. Oh,
there he
changed
goes.
colors
right.
too.
Yeah. Whoa. Now, what were you saying?
Rough.
You saying it'll take another Great Depression?
Yeah, it would literally take another type of Great Depression in order for.
Well, you know what's gonna happen if we're in a Great Depression? We're gonna go to war.
That's cool. It's bro. I'm telling you, in order for something to change, stuff like that has to happen. Like we've said that before in previous podcasts. Like
Yeah. Great Depression
it
It's
sucks.
happens.
crazy that we're
I'm gonna tell you
always
straight
at
up,
war with our.
we're gonna go to war. These corporations are no longer gonna really be able to screw us because if we win that war, a lot of salty veterans are gonna come back and they're not gonna tolerate anything and they're gonna be out there busting.
Mhm. They be like, this is ours. This is the people's. We own this.
Yeah.
I don't know what you talking about. And these non-essential companies like Frito Lay making billions of dollars a year. Nah, that ain't gonna be no more.
Time to get them ghetto chips names up.
But it's crazy to think that though. What like non-essential companies, right? Like the things that we don't need, bro. Like people that make these making millions of dollars a year, bro. We don't need stuff like this. We don't need stuff like this. They're making millions per year. And like we're so worried about companies like this. Like
Yeah,
this
man.
this is not life. Like we don't what is who gives a shit? We don't care. Come on now. Y'all people got to be worried about something else. Stop worrying about these companies and worry about yourself. The companies is the reason why y'all broke, believe it or not. Y'all ain't got no money because y'all keep spending all y'all money at these companies.
True that.
Actually, well, I'm gonna need that because it's gonna be some background noise.
Yeah, so go ahead and grab it. Yeah, okay, all right. Oh, okay.
Put that right back.
But yeah, I mean, like, yeah, these are all great talks. We've been talking for like 56 minutes. It's really good, really good, really good, really good, really good. But yeah, U.S. government don't care about us really, and it's crazy. It's crazy. It takes President Trump, to be like, oh no, 600 ain't enough. That's not enough. Come on now. Even I know that. Come on.
Dude, 600 though. That's you're telling me because when was the last time we got our stimulus? Like that was like in the summertime. Like
Yeah.
what? When was that?
Another thing that's hurting us though is that a lot of those senators and stuff, they don't believe in giving out free money. Nigga, what? Hold up, what? You don't believe in giving out free money, bro. People are out here struggling because they can't work because of this coronavirus. And you talk about people don't really need free money. Like, what? Are you kidding
And
me
then
right now?
If
what
that's the
pisses
case,
me off
freeze
is
their
people are like, well,
mortgages,
go get a
freeze
new
their
job.
rent.
It's like
Facts.
well, they didn't. It's not like they didn't go get a job. They had a job. It's like, and it's not like people are like, just go get another job. It's just like, well, why would? For one, we don't know how long this is gonna last. It could just blow off over tomorrow. Everybody's cured, and then why would I want to leave my job that I loved or something like that? You know what I mean? It's just like
Yeah.
people don't think about like the people that have shit don't think about people that don't have shit. Like they don't understand like the
Not even. It
difference.
doesn't affect them. It doesn't affect them if it didn't happen to them. Until it happens to them, then they won't understand.
Especially like people that have a job, they don't like. I mean, I'm in like in between because like I understand like, but it's like some people are like go get a new job, but I have a job and I know that some people don't got laid off or whatever because of this. Or not laid off, but like they can't go to work, and that's like I understand. It's like, dude, they can't. They're not gonna go get another job because they have a job. It's not like they're being lazy or something. They were going to work.
And I think that's the what the U.S. government misconstrues. They feel like the workman is no longer here. Well, I mean, there's different types of work. So when the U.S. government looks at work, they're looking at industry jobs, factory jobs, corporation-based jobs. They're not looking at like self-employment, entrepreneurship. They're not looking at stuff like that.
Nope.
They're looking at stuff that's going to help them. Are you like, what kind of job do you have? Like, do you make this amount of money per year? Like, no, I can't make that kind of money per year because I can't get hired right now. So, like, for you to sit here and tell me go find another job, or we're not going to give you benefits because you don't need it. What? Just because you got $8 million don't mean I got $8 million.
Facts.
I've been working my whole life, but it still don't amount to what you got. That don't mean I'm, trying to do any less than what you doing.
Especially like people that put all their life savings into making their own job this year or last year or whatever. They didn't make that money back. They're in debt right now. Especially if they had to close up,
Yeah. Especially like
Just think about that. Like that's like if you bought a house and it caught on fire like the next day or something. That's basically what is happening. It's like you just spent so much money and just poof, it's gone now because you can't. And nobody knows when this is gonna be done either. There's no date.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, 600 now. It's like, okay, is this supposed to be over soon? You guys gave us $2,000 last time and said it was gonna be over in freaking March, or 1,200 in March, and now it's like, well, it's still not over, and we're in December, going on 2021. Now you're about to give us less than what you gave us earlier, and we're still struggling.
Mm-hmm.
$600 ain't enough for nothing.
But want to give money to other countries that have nothing to do with us. Like, forget them countries, dog.
Well, that's not even enough for
themselves.
rent, man.
Let them fend for
like
themselves.
Why are we paying for all of this imported stuff when we can make all of that stuff right here? That could save this country. Man, I feel like they don't, bro. These people don't know how to run anything. Like, they don't know how to run a business. The government is a business. If you just make everything here on U.S. soil for the U.S., you ain't got to depend on nobody else. You don't have to worry about being in debt to another country. You don't got to worry about another country saying that you didn't pay them back for something or whatever the case may be. If you made everything right here in the U.S. for the U.S., you all good. You set. The money circulation is just gonna stay within the U.S. I don't know. The superpower shit. Everybody just want to run everything.
Yeah. Facts.
Yeah, but I'm done, man.
One of these days, it's gonna get really bad to where like it's gonna be some cyberpunk type
I'm
stuff.
losing calories.
It's gonna be terrorists fighting the corporations. Those corpos.
It's gonna be a resistance.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a resistance versus the corporation. That's all it is. Citizens versus government. That's what's gonna happen.
They're not gonna win that, because then they're gonna lose all their numbers within the military. Because people ain't gonna, boy, what? People ain't gonna try to serve in the military whenever you doing all this.
You said you want me to do what? Go back to my hometown and fight? Oh, no, thank you. No, that's not happening.
Lock me up. Throw away the key.
That's one thing I never understand is like, why are we fighting each other?
Because then we won't focus on the corporations.
Power.
Yeah, we
Bro.
literally won't see the real big problem here, which is the corporations paying off these political people and these political powers. If they keep us focused on each other, we'll never focus on them. Tactics. Come on. So that's just like straight up common sense type of things. That's what conspiracy theorists need to be really talking about.
Yeah, the common Simmons.
Anywho, all right, so this has been another episode of the Uncensored Podcast. We hope y'all enjoyed us ranting and rambling for a whole hour long.
You know what it was, bro?
Hopefully, guys had a good holidays.
It was lit.
So anyways, we're going to end this now. Don't subscribe to his channel because that was the corniest thing of all times. And we'll talk to you guys next time. All right. All of our socials and live stream links will be in the description below. Peace out.
picture, want the truth, but she can't take it. Scrolling on my phone, got Drake all down my playlist, cause that set my mood. Listening to Jaded, said excuse me if I answer rude. Going through my call log while I sleep, I'm blocking numbers like who she, you serious? This bitch look weak, she ugly, but that chick a freak, body language filled up with heat. I gave